let me shifting and comfy for this, because the last time someone was on a couch with you, you know.
No, man. Death.
Okay.
Listen, you know, you and I happened to call you a star. And you had a very different response to that.
I can't see myself as a star.
Yeah.
I've only presented and done a hip-hop radio show. With the work I've done, as small as it is, it has gone against the grain. It has changed the little area of television that I occupy, or the little area of radio that I occupy.
Yeah.
So I'm more a revolutionary and a rebel than I am a star. I ain't a star. Somebody lied.
Look, but in the same breath, you've created a niche market that only fits your mold to this day, and literally just you to this day.
You saying it only fits my mold makes me happy, because I get out the house and I see a lot of other molds that it's fitting right now, you know? But what has amalgamated to this career of mine, some parts of it were planning, some parts of it were literally, like Jay-Z said, you get into the studio, then you leave the door open so God can step in, you know?
Yeah.
And I do feel like there has been a prevalent force, just a hand in moving around my career and making sure that I'm cool. As much as it hasn't been there sometimes, and I'm like, oh, how am I gonna do this? But the plan was to be exactly where I am, doing exactly what I'm doing, and it's worked out.
Were there ever moments where you've doubted being in television?
Never. I never doubted being in television, not once. If you look at all the boxes that have to be ticked for someone to land up on television, I think I get full marks in those. So I've never doubted that. What I've always doubted, though, was that will the people who run television in my country be as forward-thinking
as
I am?
Yeah.
And most of the time, they haven't been that.
Yeah.
I do feel, and we've had this conversation off air, like the industry isn't as forward-thinking as us.
Yeah.
It terms itself forward-thinking when it latches on to what America does as its forward-thinking.
Absolutely.
So if America hits up a Kendrick, we'll go that route. If America says Lupe is now on, we'll go that route.
Yeah.
But we don't look around and go, how can we make this by ourselves, for ourselves, and start something new? We hardly do that. And I'm telling you, South Africa is so diverse.
Absolutely.
You travel all around the world, Dineo, and you hear and see how diverse we are and how much we've got to offer. I just came from Nigeria now. In SA, the musicians in SA are like, yo, Nigeria, yo, Dipanch, these guys love us to bits. These guys are like, if there's anywhere I would live, it would be here. South Africa, you've got everything under your nose. Honestly, the problem is the people and maybe the organizations.
You being an innovator have been labeled street. Now, well, a pioneer of street culture. Do you see yourself in that way? Do you identify yourself in that way?
Definitely. I definitely see myself in that way. Pioneer of street culture here in SA, along with the group that I play for and the team that I wear the jersey for, Boys and Bucks, you know.
Always.
In 2009, it was myself, Smiso, MK, Ricky, Bubesi, Sanele, and we were really just like a small group of dudes who were seeing what was happening overseas and seeing what was happening on the net, and was like, yo man, we could do that right here, you know?
Yeah.
We could be all about that right here. And never mind that we were seeing it on the net, we were doing this already. But it's just when Tumblr came around, when blogs came around, you know, you started seeing people doing it overseas, and it's like, no man, we've been on this.
Yeah, yeah.
And for a long time we chilled. We like, no, let's not get on that. Let's not get on that because we want to be special. But if we look at what we were doing back then and what's on right now, definitely pioneers of street culture. I mean, Markham's didn't look the way it did. Mr. Price didn't look the way it did.
Yeah.
I believe that Zara, Topshop, they wouldn't have had a market to come and sell clothes to had we not dressed and spoken like we did back in those days. I firmly believe that. And you might have a difference of opinion in it, and I can understand that. But think about it, yo. There's a lot of styles roaming around, but there needs to be someone to make it comfortable. There needs to be a conductor that says, because a kid from Soweto might be like, Yinle, Angnindab.
Yeah.
You know? Or they can, when someone really conducts it for them and curates it in a way that brings it home for them, they can go, oh, I thought it was something way over there, but through this guy or through this group of people, I now can be a part of it. And that was really what the Ama Gib Gib t-shirt was.
Yes.
It was a football jersey or a team jersey
Yeah.
for any kid who couldn't afford the extravagant streetwear look,
Yeah.
but really wanted to be a part of a family that was outside of the normal families. So it started off with that to where we are today, Pieces. Pieces is definitely still going strong.
Yeah.
How it started off was me going overseas, making the clothing, and coming back here, putting it on Forever Young. And a kid I was coaching under 15 basketball saw it and was like, yo man, my family has a factory in Durban.
Wow.
So let's formalize the paperwork. You don't have to go overseas and make your stuff. And you have to understand, me saying I'm a revolutionary as well is because starting off with just being cool and Jordans and overseas gear, then you get to research. Like right now, I'm very culturally driven in what I wear, in the work that I do, and so on and so forth. And unfortunately, the people might not see that because what television show is about our culture right now?
Zero.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So for now, you can't see that, but I'm gathering the information and stuff like that. So when this guy was like, stop making your clothes overseas, this fit in so much into what I was evolving to be, you know, getting more patriotic and getting more things moving from the ground level up in Lean.
Yeah.
So it was a no-brainer to team up with Fakhreddin. Zahir Fakhreddin is his name. And we've been going strong, man. We just dropped some dope stuff, our second season at Street Cred, which was a very camouflage, when the camouflage era was out. So we killed the camo era.
Where's the ladies' camo stuff though?
The ladies' camo stuff, I think you can fit into your boyfriend's top. I think you can fit into your boyfriend's
Right.
top. For now, I'm really just catering for dudes because it's really, I think women have got a selection of clothing and guys aren't that catered for.
Yeah.
And I just really got it. And with women, there's so much more, there's so much more technique and know-how if you're gonna do women's clothing. Because I won't just do a shirt for a woman, just like I'm not doing t-shirts for guys. You know what I mean? I'm shirt, pants, jackets.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. I think there's a lot of t-shirt labels out there. You know
True,
what I mean? You can
true,
have that.
true,
I'm
yeah.
all about showing you the growth and the learning and the passion coming through
Yeah.
in what I'm making. So the second season was the camouflage. That went well. Street Cred helped us sell out. And right now I'm dropping the black and white piece because the black and white is really the era right now.
Monochrome.
Exactly. So I'm dropping that for the kids, and I'm sure you can have a baseball top that can fit you in that.
Let's hope. We can only hope.
All right?